And we are back at Santa Ana District Field here on SAUSD TV Channel 31. First round playoff game, Valley High School hosting the Woodbridge Warriors. And Knox, this is actually the first time that Valley has hosted a first round playoff game in about 32 years. That's a long time.
That's wonderful.
And it's been since 1974 or 5 that they went undefeated in league play. And won an outright league title without sharing with anybody, which was quite impressive as well. And I was talking with one of the coaches that's been here for quite a long time and been part of the Valley family for a long time. He mentioned that in 1974, Valley High School was voted by the Orange County Register as the best team in Orange County. That was a long time ago. And actually, this field, this stadium, Santa Ana District Field, has seen a lot of sports that you wouldn't think that. Of course, this is about the 7th or 8th year now that they've had the fake field, the fake grass with the rubber pellet base. Of course, very easy to maintain, very low cost to maintain. Obviously, doesn't need to be water or anything like that. But of course, for many years, it was a field that was just regular grass, and it had no crown on it. So whenever it would rain, it would like mud puddle central. But this place actually has hosted other events such as women's professional softball, roller derby, and wrestling matches. So this old ball yard has seen a lot of other instances and other events than football. But the key thing for these Valley Falcons here to get back in this game, the home Falcons, is really that line of scrimmage are not really able to let Hernandez, their star running back, get to that second level on the runs. And unless that changes, they might be in for a bit of a tough night. But if that can change, they'll have some hope here in the second half.
The Woodbridge defense has done a very good job containing him. He's made some runs. He's a fine player. You can't stop a fine player all the time. He got a couple of good runs in there, and he's always a presence. But they've done a fine job. Their backers are playing downhill. Their linemen are tying up the offensive linemen, not letting anybody get to the second level. And the backers, as they say, are scraping and playing downhill and filling very quickly. Very good pursuit. Good team defense concept by Woodbridge has held Hernandez in check. He's gained some yards, and as we said earlier, the flow for a little while was in Valley's side. But then Woodbridge got it back. We'll see where we go now. We have 1/2 left to play. Very fine opening round game. Sometimes these opening round games are the 65-0 games. This is not one of those.
No. Now, we've seen our share of those down through the past seasons. We used to do our games up in LA County, and this one is a little bit more tight.
Yeah, often you get the top seed against the last seed, and those are over early. After the Star-Spangled Banner, it's downhill.
Yeah, sometimes you could argue that there are too many rounds to the playoffs. If it were me, if I was in charge of CIF, I would have 4 leagues in every conference. Top 2 go, second places played at the first places. Of course, you'd only have 3 rounds that way, and CF wants more games because more games mean more money. But you can understand that. So touchback, into the end zone it goes. So Valley will be working 1st and 10. And their left to right guys up front there again. Ishmael Solis did not play the last 2 seasons. Last played as a freshman. Left guard is Rich Marcado, junior, JV player in the 12 season. Matt Vacao, he's a junior as well. Center, snapping that football. Dan Allo, junior, all league last season as a sophomore. Best lineman in the league, in the Orange League. And Sal Gutierrez, junior, JV's player from last season. And they give it to Hernandez. Hernandez gets stumped early, had a good head of steam going, and they knocked him back pretty quick as the second wave got in there fast of the defense.
Check out Woodbridge's defense. It's a basic 4-4, but those linebackers are leaning in. They're not heading back for pass coverage. They're not looking to drop zones, hook zones. They're playing downhill and looking inside. They are looking as a second layer to stop Hernandez really quick. Hernandez very good on an initial cut. He'll often cut before he gets to the hole. He's excellent eyesight. But the pursuit by Woodbridge is very good.
Adelahi made the stop on that play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go, 3-yard gain. This is Hernandez fighting for yards off tackle to the left. Breaks free, look out, and he's going to probably go all the way. There's no flags in the field. He's down to the 40 and the 30. They finally catch him from behind, but not before the damage is done. They finally bring him down to the 20-yard line. The field is clean. How about from the 23 to inside the 20? Wow.
Just as I say that,
70-yard run.
They split the backers, and they were playing so aggressive. They got caught up inside. He broke the middle, and there was nobody left because that took care of the first 8 people. Fine offensive job by the inside blocking by Valley. Excellent. excellent to get past. Once they passed that second level, and they'd been inching up and doing very well. That time they got too far and got caught. Yep. Great run.
A little over pursuit there, and they paid the big price. Wow, a scamper of 70 yards. A major shot in the arm for the Valley Falcons. Energizes his home crowd. On the dash here, number 21 for the Falcons. That is Everett Roca. Everett, not much there. Maybe a yard. He got thrashed back. Roca, kind of a small guy, 5'6", 150. He's a junior. He's listed as wide receiver and defensive back. Gets a carry here, and he'll trot off, and he'll take a breather on this next play. Good effort there, but just didn't have the blocking help. And so Valley looking at Astorga, quarterback there, looking at 2nd and 8 yards. They got 2 yards. They get in the forward motion here. Receiver street him to the right side, then he runs to that, pitches to number 5 here, kind of loses his balance but gains yards as he goes down. That was Uriel Areola on the interesting run there. Kind of did a bit of a U-turn in the middle of that run there, just kind of an angled run there, and they push it down to about the 13-yard line or so. Yeah, so they need to get to the 10-yard line for the first down, so we'll call it, 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Ball is at the 12. I formation they come.
Unbalanced left.
Okay, you're right. This is Hernandez, a deep man, takes it, dragging guys with him, clunking into the white shirts himself, and he just pushes his way out to about the 5-yard line, inside the 5 to about the 4.
Unbalanced line to the left and ran right into it. Good run, just a lot of smash mouth ball, as the coaches were talking about. Good extra running, good, doesn't go down easily. Fine run down to about the 5, it looks like.
Very nice play. Gets in the first down, 1st and goal from just a touch inside the 5. Astorga up there. Left side is the strong side. They snap the ball. This is Hernandez looking for some room on that strong side. You kind of swing your partner, do-si-do, tackle down. He goes, maybe probably no gain, maybe a possible loss of a yard or something. No gain, so half a yard, I don't know, whatever. That right side of the defense there, good pursuit by them. And again, they all of them have a good quick nose to that football, and a good, again, not a huge defense, but a good sizable one. Good combination of moves, speed, height, and enough size to be semi-scary. They got a quality defense, these guys here on Woodbridge do. All right, so no gain, 2nd and 5. Strong side's the right side this time, so kind of same formation except the other side. And this is Hernandez fighting, clawing, scratching for yards. He's down near the goal line. They haven't marked it yet. Big pile there in the middle. They'll unpile it and see where the ball, and we will see where the ball will be marked. And I think he's probably short of it. Yeah, they've indicated nothing, so he's probably about at the 1, or a touch inside the 1. Hernandez, he's got that stutter step way of moving, and it's hard to bring that guy down early. It's just been a matter of enough blocking out for him in this game. And
he does a good job of reading in the backfield. Makes a lot of cuts before he gets to the hole. Interesting, and he leaves a lot of openings.
Yeah, he really leans in with those steps he takes on his runs. 3rd and goal for the 1. Big money play here. Astorga trying to keep it there, and he's fighting to get across. I think he did, and then they push him back, but he squirted free from that the middle pile. How are they going to rule it? Let's see here. I didn't see the official's arms go up. Did they rule a touchdown? They did. Okay, I didn't see the arms go up, but he did get across, barely. And give him an A for second effort on that one. Astorga gets across with the quarterback keeper, and it's 14-12. And if I'm Valley High School, of course, I'm going for 2 to make it a tie. 8 minutes and 3 seconds. That score comes with here. 8:03 remaining in the 3rd. Exciting drive and a hard-fought drive. Taking their time on this huddle here for lining up for the 2-point conversion. And the running backs are one right behind the other. They're really close to each other. Astorga looks to that left to throw it. He tosses it. It's caught, and he gets across. The 2-point conversion converts. It's good. It's good. Nestled in the arms of the up-front receiver there. Nice job by number 5. How about that? Uriel Areola. And the man with many vowels makes some money catch. How about that? We are tied at 14. Listen to this crowd.
A good play-action play, well defensed, but better run. They didn't have to get very far. He caught the ball and fought and spun his way in. Good job on the play before. I think Woodbridge thought they had him stopped. Then he slipped to the outside and got in. There was no whistle, therefore he was not stopped. But I think Woodbridge thought they had him.
Knox, we could kind of sort of call this the pendulum game.
Yes.
The pendulum football game. We saw, like I said, like you were mentioning at the end of the first half there, you know, the dominating play by Woodbridge to start, then Valley recovered, and the things kind of swung their way as far as not only the scores, but how they got them and their drive. Then it swung back in the most of the second quarter to Woodbridge, and of course the exciting start here in the second half for the Valley Falcons. They've tied the score. So you heard about momentum. This game is all about it. All right, Eddie Cabrera ready to kick off as Valley, of course, defending the south goal. Upman takes the kick, and it's received at around the 23-yard line.
You can fair catch those, and that's what he did.
You don't say that.
Catch it, and it's a perfectly fine thing to do when the ball's that high and short. Don't take a chance on getting drilled. Just catch the ball and get your offense in the field.
Andrew Song. And usually those up guys aren't used to making too many receptions and runs back, so he just didn't want to take a risk.
But they're trained for this. They know what's coming. They know what Valley's going to do when they kick off.
Ball's at the 22-yard line. Woodbridge we'll get you their lineman left to right here in a second after this play. First and 10 from their own 22. Again, your quarterback is Goodman, Ryan Goodman, 6'1", 180-pound senior. Played a lot last year. Takes a shotgun snap on first down. The give is to the man out of motion there. Cuts, very nice cut on a dime there. Nice job by him. Made almost like a 75-degree cut there, going sideways to a front angled cut there. Nice job. I think that was 4. I believe that was Tyler Noble. He pushes it out to about the 31-yard line for about a 9-yard. Get to the lineman left to right for Woodbridge. Johnny Delaney, senior, returning starter from last year. Left guard is Austin Murray, senior, returning starter from last year. Nick Nesser, senior, starter last year as well. Right guard is Zach Bartell, junior, played on the JV squad last season. Again, he's the right guard. Oh, ball squirts free. Never had a handle on it, and the Valley Falcons have recovered. They cover it up. Nice job. A major league turnover here. How about that? And it is covered up nicely by number 99 here for the Valley Falcons. How about that? Or 79, let's see here. Who is that? 88, pardon me, 88. And you know what? Oh, man, I don't have a name on 88. Or is it 80? It might have been, let's see here, Roberto Quiroz. I think that was Quiroz on the side.
It was 80.
It was 80. Okay, Roberto Quiroz, junior, 6 foot. Vidal Amazon, I'm being told by one of the coaches up here with us. Vidal Amazon makes that recovery. Major field position here for Valley Falcons. This is Astorga, keeps it, and he runs it out to that right side. He finally gets blasted there by a couple defenders, but not before the damage is done for about a good 8-yard gain. Nice job by him. Good footwork. How about that? And before you know it, the Valley Falcons are in a position to take the lead. And 1 or 2 plays in, and again, they put it on the ground. This is one of those games, Knox. It was a tightly played game, a well-played game, that one mistake like that can kill you. Second, and they got 8 yards on that. 2nd and 2 for the Falcons. You can tell just the body language there. They're excited. This game has changed, and they know it. 7:13. Clock is stopped as he was chased out of bounds there. High formation they come. This is Hernandez. Hernandez, he knifes his way down to about the 12-yard line. Nice job, about an extra 6 yards there. Right down the middle, right between the tackles. Smash mouth, stop us if you can. And here in the second half, Woodbridge getting a little bit more challenged. Nice job by Valley. They're looking at a first down. They did get the first down, okay. And it's goal to go from the 10-yard line. Well, that was deeper than that, but it's at the 10. 2 receivers to the left side. They carry it. They keep it on the ground here. This is Hernandez, and no go. No one picked these guys up. They just get smothered. Rocked and socked. Down he goes. And Hernandez never had a chance. Maybe he lost a yard or 2. They might give him a little bit of forward motion. Not sure who made that stop there for Woodbridge. Hard to see the numbers from this far away. We're not super high up. But one of the middle linemen there might have been number 44 there for Woodbridge. I think helped on the stop, Zach Shandell. And Woodbridge getting challenged here early in the second quarter. Second down, no gain there. Astorga up to the line here. Rolls to the left. Wants to go airborne. He does. Oh, just a little bit too much of an angle. Led the receiver just a touch too much. Oh, man. Game of inches. Eddie Cabrera incomplete. And that's a saying right there, game of inches, that now we know why, Knox. Now we know why.
Very much so. Very well conceived play. And they're not picking that up on defense. The linemen are not following the quarterback. They're letting him get out there too much. And that was just, it was a tough pass. It was a tough angle. As open as he was, it wasn't a great angle.
Yeah. Well, you're right about that. Money play here. 3rd down and goal from the 10. Hernandez, of course, is the tailback, the deep back. The strong side's the left side. They run to that left side looking to cut in, and he can't do it. He just gets thumped. Number 1, who else? My gosh, Philip Hong, the defensive star here of this Woodbridge team, really racking up the tackles here today. I think we have a flag down.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
It was truly a one-on-one play.
Yeah, it was. That was out in the open.
On Hernandez. It was an H thing.
And this Hong, again, he came in this game with Hong with 152 tackles on the season. By far, led the next guy after him was Brannon. Brannon, I'm not sure of his first name, but he was one with the most tackles after that with 126. So a difference of 26 from the first guy to the second for the Woodbridge Warriors defense. All right, 4th down, 11 yards to go there in field goal formation. Eddie Cabrera is in for the kick it. It'll be a 27-yard attempt or so. They're going to be kicking from about the 18-yard line. Yeah, so we'll call it a 28-yarder. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, delay a game indeed. So 5 yards, they'll push it back. That may make a difference, although it's still in juicy territory. And they'll reset it up. 5:12 here remaining in the 3rd.
32-yard field goal.
This is a big play. Again, this is one of those games in which a field goal can make the difference because it's a tight one. Snap is there, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it's got the distance. I think it's got the accuracy. Looks good to me. It looks good to the officials. And folks, it looks good on the scoreboard. The Valley Falcons are now up 17-14. Eddie Cabrera. Very nice job. That one split the uprights right down the middle.
Not a bad snap, a little high. Very good job by the holder to get the ball down. And the kicker waited, did a nice job. No pressure on defense. Excellent. Especially the center was okay, but the hold was excellent and the kick was excellent.
So those things, that's why you practice them. And of course, special teams is practiced heavily on the Valley Falcons side. Well, we have a chance. Let's get to the staff for Valley. Rusta Mint, like I said, offensive coordinator. Again, Larry Moore, defensive coordinator and a head coach. Special education teacher, James Moore, his son, teaches coaches the offensive line. He's a teacher's aide, studying his credential. Darren Brantley, linebackers. Timmy Smith, secondary. Don Schlesinger, offensive backs and quarterbacks. Dave Fossil, wide receivers, and Anya Satagato, defensive line. A nice crushing blow there at about the 30-yard line before the return man was getting a good head of steam going, and he got knocked pretty hard. Tyler Noble on the return scooped it up around the 5, and off he went. Decent return out to about the 25-yard line, but a good hard clean hit there by Valley. So again, the Woodbridge Warriors are on the field there. Last drive they had, they coughed it up on play number 1. Hang on that football. All right, they come out with 3 receivers. Sometimes these guys will, most of the time, Woodbridge will come out with a tight end. Sometimes not. They only have 2 guys that play tight end. Tight end is on that left side. They go to that left side, and it's complete on a long underneath throw there. A long distance throw, but not much of a forward gain there because it was a long angle, and it was caught there.
About 8. 7 or 8.
Pritchard made the catch. Pritchard, not bad. And coming in this game, Pritchett, 3 catches, 42 yards on the season, averaging about 14 yards per catch, about 5 yards per game through the air. 32 yards is his longest, and he's got 1 touchdown through the air this season for Woodbridge. Second and a short 2 yards to go. Quarterback Goodman takes it off the, it was right behind the center. Hands right on his rear end, then he took the snap. He did not go shotgun. Bulls forward for a couple yards. He needed that for the first down. He got it. First down, Knox. Nice job.
With a couple more there.
Yeah, he did.
You get him in the right defense, and you can pop up the middle like that. Good first down play.
4:17 and ticking here in a relatively quick moving game.
In the 3rd quarter.
In the 3rd, that's right, sorry. First and 10 for Woodbridge. Much needed first down. They're coming out of shotgun. They like to do this quite often on all situations. Goodman didn't have to drop back. Now he comes up again. Valley finally with a bit of a rush, and they sack him. They bring him down. The Valley signature play, the defensive sack. I think they got him once earlier in the first half. They get him here again. Nice job.
Marcos Cruz.
56.
56 for Valley. Let's see here. That is Marcos Cruz. The quarterback didn't go cruising on Cruz. He got him.
Good pressure all the way along. Cruz made the tackle, fine tackle, but pressure all the way by the defensive line.
Kind of a short loss there for a sack, though. 2nd and 13. I'm only pushing back 3 yards, but still, negative yards is negative yards. Defensive coaches like seeing that. We have a bit of a break in the action. Nobody's calling timeout or anything. They're just kind of resetting the ball or something.
No, the ball was set outside the hash marks.
Oh, okay.
Into the hash marks.
I see. Okay, I see. All right. 2nd and 13. Woodbridge again from their own 36. Again, they haven't had much possession here in this second half. Takes a snap out of shotgun, puts it up right down the middle. This is Kennedy. Kennedy makes a nice catch, and he got hit right away. That's hard to do, catching across the middle. You know you're going to get thumped, and he did. First down.
Well-conceived play. They were going outside to the left all night. That time they ran them out in an out pattern and slipped that kid down the seam. And that was a beautiful seam pattern in between. Well-conceived play.
24 yards, catch and run. He caught it around the plus 45-yard line, got to about the 40, and he caught that one on the run. A well-timed play, and that one came off right as exactly it was designed on the drawing board. Nice play. That was pretty. 1st and 10 from the plus 40-yard line for the Warriors. Shotgun snap, they come. Oh, bobbled the ball, kind of lost his balance, just kind of really just went down. Not really rushed. I mean, there was a rush on him, but he just kind of just lost his footing or his balance. Down he goes, Goodman.
For the snap, either the snap was a little off or he was off, and then when he got it, he just sort of lost his balance.
But he did preserve the ball, and he did maintain possession of the ball, which is rule number 1. Trotting off after the directions comes quarterback Goodman, as he talks with his offensive coordinator and head coach Gibson. 1 yard loss, 2nd and 11, shotgun again. 3 receivers are in, 2 to the left side to the quarterback, 1 to the right. Single back set stays in the block, but he doesn't have to. The ball, oh man, the ball was on target. He hit him right as the ball got there. That's a clean play because the ball was in the area. He got thumped though, and that was Kennedy on the pass attempt, or the would-be receiver. Good hard clean hit there.
I believe it was Jeff Lopez, the safety, coming in and making the good hit. Either he or the cornerback, number 21, Everett Roca. The man was there, but a good thump in the back knocked him loose. Good defense.
They gave him a little physics lesson Kennedy got on that one. 3rd down and 11 yards to go for Woodbridge. And again, Valley trying to hold them off. Their pass rush has come a little bit alive here in the second half. Goodman drops back a little bit. Intercepted. Intercepted by Valley's number 25. Way off target. He's going to try to run it back to that right side there. Still looking. Flag is thrown. The ball is thrown, hits the ground. Flags all over the place as this play ends. He lost control of the ball, but I think his knee was already down.
And a flag way behind the play. There's 2 or 3 things going on here.
Christian Balanzar, the defensive back. Let's see here. Balanzar, senior 6'1", 166 pounds. That ball was almost right to him. He just had to move it a little bit to his right, and he got his body nicely behind it, secured it first, and off he went. So again, signs of good coaching. You can see it there. And let's see what all the dirty laundry is about. And again,
there's one back by the quarterback. The quarterback and one of the defensive men got tangled up somehow. We'll have to see how it straightens out.
And it was probably an after-the-fact penalty because I think that Valley is going to maintain possession of this ball. They did fumble it, but they got it back, and 2 fouls. This is the second time we've had 2 fouls on one play. Holding against the Valley Falcons on the return. And after the play, they're saying personal foul against the Woodbridge Warriors. 15-yard penalty for that against Woodbridge, and now another.
There's the penalty right now.
So
probably the Woodbridge Brents. Probably that's on the bench.
Okay. Because then a flag was thrown again, and they're going to mark something off here. So. Again, it's the 2nd or 3rd play tonight where we've seen 2 calls on the one play. And
actually, it turned out to be a 3rd one. Dead ball foul, long after the dead ball. So we had the holding on the interception.
And they're marching off right now, so I guess, yeah, somebody must have mouthed off.
They may get 2 penalties out of this.
Major league shot in the arm for the Valley Falcons, so pretty nice field position. So the field positions battle in the first half was more or less in Woodbridge's favor. It's definitely in Valley's favor here in the second half, and again, turnovers going their way. Turnovers are everything.
I think that's 2 10-yard penalties. I think it was a solid 20 yards.
Right.
I think 2 solid 20 yards.
Yeah. So the protest got him 10 more yards, or 15 more yards. It would have been a 5-yard march off. It was 20 as opposed to that. When was the last time you saw one play with 3 penalties? We see it here. Deep man Hernandez takes the carry. Down the middle he goes, dragging guys with him as usual. Falls forward for a gain of at least 6, maybe 7. Nice job. Took about 2 or 3 guys to hit and knock him down. Number 26 there for Woodbridge. Nice stop there by Scott Patton, the general, laying the lumber. Second, Knox, got 8 yards on that play. I thought it was a little bit less than that. Nice job there. Hernandez coming alive here a little bit more in the second half, getting more blocking help, getting the job done. The adjustments they made at halftime are working. Strong sides are right. I formation they come. And this is Hernandez. And they grab him kind of soon, and down he goes kind of early, but it might be enough for the first down. They only need about 2. They help him up, his teammate does.
Very strong legs. He does not go down easily. It takes a lot of people to bring him down. He lets a lot of... You don't bring him down with the first hit. He got a first down into that when he was hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's just strong legs. A lot of time in the some good genes, but also a lot of hard work, but a lot of time in the gym. That's some strong legs.
Not a huge number of interceptions for Valley this season, only about 4 or 5 on the season, but they had one of them, one of their earlier interceptions to return for a touchdown this year. But again, this team has got over 40 sacks, Valley does. This is Hernandez off tackle to the left side, blasting into guys as he squared his shoulders and lowered his helmet, and down he went, though. Number 69 amongst others there bringing him down. Johnny Delane, or no, not 69 here, 64 probably. Vincent Lau, defensive lineman, helped out on the stop. About 3 yards were gained there. I thought it was a little bit less, but nice job by, again, the money man, Hernandez. Alex Hernandez, 5'9", 190-pound senior.
Yeah.
And now we have flags.
It was legal procedure on the right guard.
Yeah.
He pulled up too early on by himself before they did the regular up and down.
I see. That was Valley's number 77, Ricardo Mercado. So we've seen our share of penalties in this game, certainly, and they have been a factor.
Yeah. They're both teams playing very hard. The Valley's really kicked in on an offense. The line's doing a fine job. The defense dug in a lot last time. Forced him into making that bad throw, overthrew his receiver in between receivers, good interception, and then the penalties happen. But they're moving. They want this game. They think it's theirs now, and Valley's really acting like they belong here.
I had a feeling we're going to see a game like this. I really did. I just had a gut feeling we're going to see a good, close game, hard-fought, smash-mouth type. Obviously, a big difference of styles here offensively. Astorga rolls to his right, puts it up. He's got plenty of time. He's got a guy open. Oh! Hit him right in the hands. Didn't quite get his body behind it, but he had the right idea. The pass was pretty accurate as far as I can tell. Wow. Number 5 was the intended receiver, Uriel Arioli, and he could not haul it in. Incomplete. Last play of the third quarter as well. Good
corner pattern, and he was there, got a little bit tangled up trying to get the body turned and the hands up and trying to figure out which way to put the hands. The ball came down and kind of fluttering, but he dropped it right in there, sort of dropped it behind the defenders. That is into the third quarter. We have a 17-14 Falcons over Warriors, Valley over Woodbridge.
And my prediction is whoever's got the least amount of penalties here in this last quarter and makes the fewest amount of mistakes, aka turnovers, will probably come out a winner in this one. And this is one of those games where one mistake can kill you. Cover up with that football, maintain possession of the football, play smart football, and you probably will come out a winner here tonight.
And the first half wasn't many mistakes, not many penalties. This last quarter, quite a few penalties, mistakes, fumbles, interceptions, well, both on Woodbridge's part. We'll see. Let's see if they can pull themselves together.
Yeah. So, ding, 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 ding. That quarter definitely goes to Valley without a question. Third quarter was theirs as they are up 14 to 17, to 14 in one game that they want to run. Yeah, Coach Moore really they've had no guys lost this season at all because of ineligibility problems or grades. That's always a good sign. That's a sign of a good program and a staff that really cares. The backfield slightly imbalanced here. They roll to the right here. Hernandez goes downfield short, and then Astorga just gets stumped there. Nobody picked this guy up. A nice stop there by number 45 for Woodbridge. No one really picked him up. That was Waleed Rayab with the tackle, with the sack. See Rayab on the season here. He's got 3 sacks. That's his 4th. And in the tackles department, let's see here. He's got 57 coming into this game, so he's been a busy guy on defense for them as well. It's a good even spread of talent there on that defensive side for the Woodbridge Warriors. Okay, Valley in for the punting. 3rd or 4th time here tonight. Perfect snap, good snap, a lot of pressure, gets it away though. Nice punt, good height to it. Eddie Cabrera punts it away, and it takes a bounce there, a Valley favored bounce, and it'll bounce down at around to about the 26-yard line. Or 21-yard line, pardon me.
Woodbridge lost a couple of them, but they could have lost a lot more. The ball was that high. Fair catch that thing. You put your arm up, they can't touch you. They took no chance and stayed away from it. And they got a little bit lucky because the ball did not go too far back toward them, and it could have.
So Woodbridge, you can tell that's good coaching. You know that these players just stay with the ball and you know they look good doing it. They know how to don't want to risk anything where it might hit you and be anybody's ball. All right. 11:04 in the game. 1st and 10 from their own 21, Woodbridge Warriors. Again, Ryan Goodman, who played quite a bit last year, is your quarterback. Pretty tall kid. Sets his guy to go in motion. The give us to the single back set guy. He runs into the middle and runs into trouble. Couple yards gain. Good effort there by Tyler Noble. He only had so much time and only so much protection. Down he goes at around the 25-yard line, about 4 yards picked up. Not bad. Did all he could with what he had. And the Woodbridge Warriors, I guess, a pretty tall offense. They got some good height there. Yeah, they do. They do. A challenge when you're facing guys that are taller than you when you're on the defense. It's sometimes it'd be hard to see who's got that ball, especially when you got a good tall line like that. The backfield guys, everybody's pretty tall. 2nd and 6. They got actually 4 yards on that. Yeah, 4 yards. Shotgun snap. They come. Goodman puts it up. Oh, put too much juice on that pass. Just a touch too high. Wasn't able to get his body quite behind it. Incomplete. Out in the flat there. Just no go. And that was intended there for Woodbridge's number 30. Let's see here, 34, I think, Joshua Ortiz. Yeah, Joshua Ortiz is trotting off right now. The guy who was trying to make that grab, couldn't haul it in. He comes off the field as lineman comes in to replace him. And it'll be 3rd and 6. Kennedy is the receiver at the bottom of the screen. 2 receivers are in to the left side of the quarterback. No drop after that shotgun. Nice. Oh, you threaded the knee. The ball was on target. He wants that one back. Kennedy had a chance to get it, and he couldn't haul it in. Good defensive play there by number 20.
And 33.
33, pardon me. 33 is Joel Reyes.
Yeah.
20 was also swarming there by Jeff Lopez, but the intended receiver was...
The hand in there.
Yeah, they did. They just at the last second there. Kennedy, the pass looked like it was on target, but again, the defense playing some heads-up football. They were in the right place at the right time. Incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 6.
A big defensive stop to start the 4th quarter. Valley has the lead, 17-14, about to get the ball back in good field position.
Valley playing a good game here in the second half. They really took to their instructions in the halftime break here. Made the adjustments, and there's nice booming punt here. Booming punt, and it's going to take a definite Woodbridge bounce here. Wow, how about that? The line of scrimmage was a 25-yard line, so down to about the 15. How about that? So 25 and 35 is what about a 60-yard punt. 60-yard punt. Wow. No return.
That's a 60-yard punt.
60 yards exactly.
Sometimes you outkick your coverage, sometimes you outkick the receivers, and that was just. No win.
That one even sounded good, Knox.
That sounded good, looked good. Yeah, that got style points.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. I give him a. That's one of those plays where you give him a gold star on a helmet for.
But as I said, the big play coming up, probably. But that was a huge. Took him out of being on their side of the field. Excellent field position now for Woodbridge. They don't have the ball, and Valley has it with the lead.
Valley High School snapping that ball, putting it up. It's caught, and he got hit and knocked down pretty quickly afterwards, but nice grab there by Uriel Ariola. Ariola got kind of shifted out of bounds here.
Well, he was kind of hung up to catch the ball, but he concentrated, caught the ball, knew he was going to get hit, and did. That's football. But as the old saying goes, they're going to hit you anyway. Might as well catch it, because they're going to hit you whether you catch it or not. And concentration was very good, brought the ball in.
All right, 1st down and 10 yards to go. That was a gain of about 12 yards on that previous play. 2 receivers on the left side, but they keep this on the ground. This is Hernandez. And he falls forward for a couple more. And Woodbridge says they got the football. They say it's a fumble here. And maybe Waller did squirt free, I guess, but it was after he was ruled down. So no fumble. So still a Valley football here, 9:22 and ticking here. And if I'm the Valley Falcons, I'm going to play my kind of game of football now, because now you're up by 3. You like to run the ball, you like to control it, you like to keep your offense on the field, you like to churn the clock, and this is exactly what they'll get the opportunity to do because they are in the lead. When you're behind, that can sometimes be a little bit more risky with the clock. You know, not in your favor. This is Hernandez going off tackle to the left side, gets a couple more yet. Of course, they're going to churn and burn the yards and the clock here. They want to work it as much as they can. And but again, this is a 3rd and long situation, so they might have to be in a throwing situation here, as they only got up to the 33-yard line. It will be 3rd and 7, or pardon me, sorry, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 yards to go from their own 33. Again, Valley taking their time out of these huddles. They got to come out of these huddles a little bit quicker to avoid a flag. Both sides have their full 3 timeouts remaining. And I think somebody's calling timeout, right? Woodbridge, Woodbridge calls timeout. Okay, so that's their first of the 3, obviously, and they will take a breather and see what they want to do. The Valley Falcons here, what an interesting swing of momentum. Of course, they had those 2 major league turnovers, and of course, the first drive was a non-drive. It was one play, and they fumbled it. Woodbridge did. So, you know, for a game that this is a game that, let's just put it this way, it's taken a lot of twists and turns, Knox, even though it's not a super high-scoring game.
But no turnovers, very few mistakes by Valley, and that's what they're doing. Playing very controlled, keeping the ball with a very good runner they've got. They know they can control it that way. They've had excellent series of play-action passes, which has really helped the game a lot, helped their offense, because Woodbridge just loading up on the run. And they broke that one. They popped past the backers and popped past the first 8 men. He didn't have the speed to take it all the way, but it was a huge 70-yard gain. That was a tremendous play to open things up. But I've been very impressed that they haven't turned the ball over. Now that I've said that, I certainly don't mean to hex anybody. So far, looking good.
Valley back to the line, 3rd and 4, 8:31 remaining in the game from their own 33-yard line. Inbound split backfield they come. Of course, Hernandez is your deep man, your tailback type, although he's not really built like a tailback. A little bit of stunting to the line there for the Woodbridge Warriors, and they thrash him back. No protection there. Middle of the line, just knock him. That was, once again, Philip Hong had some help out from some of his teammates, but he was the main perpetrator on the play.
Good job by the backer coming in, blasted him really quick in the backfield before he could do his shifts and get to the hole. Excellent 3rd down play by Woodbridge. They'll be punting from there. The ball is on, as you can see, the 33 or 34-yard line.
And the key thing is that Woodbridge Warriors get a major league money defensive play when they really needed it.
And that punt was huge.
Yes, it was. Low snap, but he gets a handle on it. A good punt. Not a high punt, but a decent punt. And he kicks it.
Come on.
He had time to get that.
He's coached
Kennedy.
to catch anything that's in the air.
I guess
and
so.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They haven't dropped any.
Yeah,
but that time it was low, and he had a chance to get a couple back. But they didn't fumble the ball. So you got 1st and 10. Good field
from the 36.
36-yard line.
On 36. That's not too bad. And Woodbridge, plenty of time on the board. 7:51. And again, they're only down by 3. But I have a feeling, Knox, that in this game we're going to see something here before the game is over. That's going to be a major. There's going to be a major league sack or a major league turnover. Yet still, is my prediction. That's going to be a difference turner in this game, or a big factor, I'll say.
Thank you, Karnak.
1st down, they come in on a shotgun. Goodman puts it up. He got hit kind of as he threw it. The ball was on target. I think he got. No, he didn't catch it.
Out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
He caught it out of bounds.
Caught out of bounds. Okay, no catch.
The umpire
made a valiant effort, of course, to get it, but he just ran out of room, ran out of real estate. And of course, at the high school level, you only have to have 1 foot in bounds. Again, Kennedy's been it's been a couple guys making grabs today, but the main guy that's got the most yards through the air today is definitely Zach Kennedy, having a good season. Let's see if we got some stats on him. We should. Kennedy receiving the ball this year. Zach Kennedy, 33 catches, 435 yards. He's by far the leading receiver this season, averaging a little over 13 yards per catch, 43.5 yards per game. His longest of the season is 65 yards, and he's got 7 touchdowns through the air catching the ball this year. That's a phenomenal season. And this is Hong, Philip Hong on the carry out of the backfield. Not much there. Again, he makes his name on defense. That's his 2nd carry tonight. Not much there.
Hong made the good play like a moment ago, mirrored back at him, caught him in the backfield before he could get going.
They stiffed out that draw pretty nicely. Again, these Valley defenders are having a better game here in the second half. The defensive line is than the first. 3rd down and 11 for Woodbridge. This is a big play for them. They need to keep the possessions football. They need to score because the way they're playing here in the second half might not get another chance or do well with it. 3 to the right side of the quarterback. Goodman goes to the air. Oh, throws it in traffic, incomplete. One guy got his hand tipped on the football. The receiver was in the area. He's down on the ground and he's on his back here. Slow to get up, but looks like he's okay. Yeah, he's up. Okay, I thought maybe he was hurt. He's fine. Kennedy, again, was the intended man.
Excellent defensive coverage. Looked like number 25, Christian Balanzar, right on there.
6'1", 166 pounds. He's a senior, Balanzar is. Nice job. And again, it's been more and more of a defensive battle as this second half has gone on. Valley staying toe-to-toe defensively with this big, strong offense of the Woodbridge Warriors. This has been some exciting game, and this is not over yet. Punting it away. The Woodbridge Warriors, a good booming kick once again. Not as good as the previous one, but a nice one nonetheless. And it's caught, received, and not run back. It's fair caught. Nice job, right decision.
Good, very good. In that case, no question.
Yeah,
very good.
That was good coverage on that one by Woodbridge. So yeah, he made the right move there. And again, booming kick there by Krauser, who does it all. Extra points, field goals, kicking off, and the punting. He pushes Valley back to about the 28-yard line. Yeah, 28. So Valley again up by 3. And again, if you're Valley High School, just play your kind of game. Keep it on the ground. Involve Hernandez, obviously, and on the football, and just try to make that clock your friend.
6:58 of the clock to make your friend.
Plenty of time to melt down, but they're going to do their best to do it. Keep the ball on the ground and keep the ball inbounds, and you'll have your kind of game. This is Hernandez, goes down the middle here, following his lead blocking, good downfield blocking. They had a good carve out of about 2 or 3 guys in front of him. Very nice job. Pushes it out to about the 35, 36-yard line, not bad. A gain of about 6. Nice job. Any coach will take 6 yards on first down, that's pretty good. And again, if I'm the Valley Falcons, I'm going to take every second I can here out of these huddles. Now I am going to work the clock. Take the time to just be aware of that play clock. You know, don't get a penalty, but again, make every second count. 2nd and 2, they got 8 yards on that knock. No, it was 6, they got 8 yards. 2nd and 2 from 36. This is Hernandez. They had him right around the waist, and then he lost yards as the first guy slowed him, and the rest of them came in for the kill, and they thrashed him back to about the 30-yard line. A loss of about 5.
No, they'll give him he lost, but they'll give him forward progress.
Okay.
So it's a loss to about 2.
Lost about 2, so it is a loss, but yeah, wow. So just the blocking help on that left side of the offensive line just kind of broke down. Again, it's been a real interesting battle. The line of scrimmage, it was won by Woodbridge here in the first half. It's been more so Valley here in the second, but Woodbridge showing signs of life here. They know they got to get that ball back. Every second counts if you're Woodbridge, because you got to get another score. And Valley, again, taking their time on the huddle, and wisely so. If I'm the coaching staff of the Valley Falcons, I would do exactly what they're doing. Burn as many play clock seconds as you can, and game clock seconds as you can. Pushing it down the middle here, down up the gut here, I should say. And Valley pushes it out to about the 38-yard line with the run of, I think it was Hernandez. Yeah, it was Hernandez on the carry. Had some decent blocking help. Only got about 3 or 4.
Oh, first down. I wasn't sure he made it. He did make it. Fine, strong run with very strong legs.
I didn't think he got it either, but he got just enough, and that's the key thing there, because it keeps the clock moving, and it gets them another set of downs here.
That was a really big first down.
That was huge. I didn't think he got it, but they did mark it. They moved to 6, and the Valley Falcons, this is exactly their kind of football. Churn and burn, make the clock your friend. They're doing what you gotta love what they're doing. This is their kind of game. This is their strength. They're playing to their strengths here. Hernandez off to the left side, trying to find some room there. Not really much, maybe a yard, 2 if that. And down he goes kind of early. So good hard clean hit there by the defense. I think Hong involved in that stop, and also Patton for the Woodbridge Warriors. Pushing back 5 yards. Valley will take that with a smile, and if you're the Woodbridge Warriors, you're digging yourself a hole here, because you got your own end zone right behind your back. You're not too far behind you. They're snapping this football from the 11-yard line. First down and 15 from your own 11. Look out. A little bit of motion here, right to left, right to left. Goodman has got protection there, stays in the pocket, puts it up, he's got a man open. Oh man, he was open, and it was incomplete. Again, Kennedy was the intended receiver. He was wide open, and the ball was just maybe a touch too high. It was kind of near his shoulder, just really couldn't haul it in.
It was a great pass. You got to catch those. And it was, he had to turn them in. Nothing's easy. But it was a good pass, that seam pattern again. Get the guy, take the corners outside, slip the guy down the seam, and it was there. Yeah. Good play.
He should have turned around just a little bit earlier and gotten his body behind it. He didn't quite get his body behind it. That was probably the reason why he didn't come up with the ball, but incomplete, but great attempt there. I like Goodman's passes. They've got a nice arc to him.
He steps in. He's got a nice arm and a good release.
Yeah, he's accurate, and he throws a pretty ball. He really does. 2nd and 15 from the 11. Shotgun again. What else? Going skyward. Similar play, but a different receiver. He's got it. That's caught. He beats a man. He's got an open field in front of him. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, and it's an open field. It's a touchdown.
90 yards.
90-yard play by the Woodbridge Warriors, number 4. That was, oh my gosh, that was Woodbridge's number 4, Tyler Noble. What a grab and run afterwards.
And a great just streak pattern, sky pattern, whatever you want to call it, go pattern. And what I love about that quarterback, I said this a couple times, he's throwing his man open, as they say. He threw it before he got there, before he looked. They practice this a lot. He threw a ball and where he was going to be, and he appeared. The defender was watching the receiver, got tangled. Great pass, great catch, good run.
Everybody did what they were supposed to do in that play perfectly, and that's how coaches see a play like that. And you work so hard. Drawing him up on the kick is good. It's 21-17. So the Falcons, that was a key extra point there, because the Falcons will have to get a touchdown there, down by 4. There's enough time to do something, and they have all 3 timeouts remaining, so that'll help. But they have a lot on their plate here. It's not over yet, and they are back down again by 4. So if I'm the Valley Falcons, I'm going to keep it on the ground, because, again, you got the timeouts and you got Hernandez who can do some damage, and they've been looking good here getting them protection with their offensive line. But clock will be a bit of a factor somewhat, because you got to get into the end zone, not a field goal.
That was a stunner. Valley had played so well for the last 2.5 quarters, almost 3 quarters now, and with 2:55 left, a 90-yard bomb, and just a straight go pattern and beautiful pass. Let him out there.
Yeah, offensively.
Here we go.
Yeah, offensively, Woodbridge, you could argue, it wasn't having a very good second half, and that really is a difference maker right there. Again, like I said, one big play can make a huge difference in a game like this, and that did. On the return, here's got a lane in the middle. Look out! Look out! He breaks free. Oh man! One of the last guys on the defense there will knock him down. Number 5 on the return there was Uriola.
And it was tackled by
30.
John
Shizano, regular wide receiver, 5'9".
Popped that right up the middle. That was a good return.
Shizano is a junior, 5'9", 145 pounds, but he packs a lot of punch on that stop. Decent field position for Valley. This helps. They're working from their own 38-yard line. 2:50 to go. Again, they've got all 3 timeouts remaining, so that'll help. This is Hernandez fighting for yardage, and he gets smothered there by just about everybody on the D-line there for Woodbridge. Poor blocking, and that shows. Down he goes. He lost maybe 1 or 2. Hernandez tosses the ball back to the official. He's a little bit frustrated.
That's playing 8 in the box, just sitting there waiting for him. That time they got him.
I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Valley try a couple of out in the flat passes, some short passes that might.
Oh, you will. You'll see play action real quick here.
See a mix up. They did lose 2 yards on that. Every second counts. If I'm Valley, I'm going to come out of these huddles pretty quickly. They need to do that. They need to preserve every second they can get.
You're going to see one right here. I'll bet a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 2nd and 13. 2nd and we'll call it a long 12, short 13. Yeah, I'm suspecting they're probably going to go to the air here. They might need to. Astorga does stay in the throw. He's under pressure though, trying to get the ball off. Never had a handle on it. Pressured all the way, hurried and brought down. 45 for Woodbridge. Wow. He's had a couple tackles till him. Waleed Rahib, he's got a lot of sacks for these guys this year and tackles. He's had a good season for him defensively.
He had a beat on him and he just kept going. Valley's not a drop back passing attack. They have been very effective with the play action passes. The drop backs just haven't been there. And he was unfortunately on roller skates that time, and Wahib just had a line on a beat and just kept plowing one foot after the other. Left foot, right foot, here I come.
Rahab, 3 sacks on the season, 2 in this game alone, so 5 for the year, including this game, and he's on their tackles leader, 57 tackles on the season for him this year. Valley calls time out there first.
6.
So yep, that's the amount of time remaining here in this football game, and one that's gone sort of back and forth. And even despite that huge passing play, like I mentioned, Knox, you could argue that the Woodbridge Warriors weren't really having a good second half here, offensively at least. They weren't. And again, that was just a big difference maker there. Again, Valley.
But that's why they gave you the whole game. That's why they play the game, give you a chance to get up and down, and if you see if you can come back and kick it back, and if you're down, that doesn't matter. You get a chance to come back. Let's not get too philosophical. Don't go into life here, but still, they had a chance to come back, and they did. They got a couple of big plays on both teams, big long plays. That 90-yard pass with 2 minutes left is a stunner.
Again, Woodbridge in this league, the South Coast League, they are the third-place school. I think, yeah, Corona Del Mar won the league. If this is talent, this is good talent. This is the third best school out of that league. That's a tough league, and I can understand why that league is the toughest one in the Southern Division. I wonder how Corona Del Mar looks if this is a third place.
And Corona Del Mar has won 2 or 3 CIFs in a row.
Two in a row, and they're going for the third in a row now, and they're the class of Newport Beach.
He's resetting the clock a little bit.
Okay. So I can understand. This is two very evenly matched squads in football, even though the Valley Falcons have an undefeated season in their Orange League and have a better record, 7-2-1. Woodbridge Warriors up against stiffer competition. And Coach Moore and their staff, they knew that they were up against a legitimate good team, a good school, even though it's a 1 versus a 3 here tonight in this first round game.
They have settled on 1 minute, 27 seconds.
Okay, so third down. The situation with that much amount of time is Valley High School ball. Third down and 23 yards to go. They got to get to the 48 and a half yard line, we'll call it, for the first down. Third and long. Oh man, he wants that one back. Oh no, he did get it. I thought it was dropped.
No, it was intercepted. Number 9, Imran Rahimi ran a streak, ran a go. The quarterback threw it short. One of them, I think, was misunderstood the purpose of the pass. That should do it. I think we've got 1:22 left. Probably victory formation really soon.
Oh man, Astorga's pass just falls short, literally and figuratively. Oh man, and Mr. Sign, let's see here.
But one thing about that, I should mention, one thing about Woodbridge, he kept his eye on the quarterback. If he'd followed the receiver, the ball would have been incomplete because the receiver was running right past him. But he kept his eye on the quarterback, and the ball came right to him, and nobody just catch the ball and go down.
So they're right up to the line here. They'll probably just run a simple running play just to burn the clock, or maybe even take a knee this early. We'll see. Now we have flags and whistles here. Somebody, I think, moving on the left side of the line.
I believe on defense. I believe that.
Okay. I thought maybe somebody moving on that offensive line. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be one of the offside, defensive offside. It's okay. So they'll march it off 5 yards here. But again, Woodbridge, they just want to work the clock here. Yeah, they're only up by 4, but you're not going to play for any scoring here. You don't need to.
Oh no. Just get both arms on the ball, and if you fumble, they'll make you carry the ball for the next 6 months.
Yeah, they will make use of their timeouts. They want to get that ball back still. Strong side. They got 2 tight ends and a wing back to the left there. They run the ball. Look out. He squares his shoulders and just kind of runs into the would-be tackler. Nice run there.
In bounds, and that you're also
Tyler Noble on the run.
Stay in bounds.
He got knocked down there by Everett Roca, the defensive back, junior, 5'6", 150 pounds, gives a lot of. About the same size and weight as the running back.
Tyler Nobles was one of the sophomore running backs who took over when Austin DeFreitas went down with that ACL early in the year, the fine running back. Got a couple of sophomores, got a freshman, Connor McBride stepped in, and today Philip Hong's done a lot of the running back there. Okay, now victory formation.
DeFreitas had 2,200 yards as a junior, and this year that got cut short for him. So he was expected to be one of the mainstays and one of the big stars, and he just got his season cut short with that ACL injury about week 4. So they do take the knee. The clock is ticking. Yes, Valley Falcons do have some timeouts left. Do they call them? They are surprisingly not calling them. I'm a little surprised. I know there's only.
They've got 3 downs left. It wouldn't do any good.
Yeah. So I guess
they're just saying don't bother.
Yeah. So Coach Moore came so close, and his staff and this team did.
They did a wonderful job.
Yeah, this was an interesting game.
A tremendous job by Valley. All year to come this close. Fine job. Well coached all the year. Good job by Woodbridge coming back. Both teams, but I'm very impressed with Valley.
Yeah. Well, this game could have gone either way, and again, it was a tight one the whole way. Woodbridge led by no one led by more than 8 points at any one time. And this is one of those games where you just think to yourself, gosh, if we just done this wrong, what we did here a little bit differently, or if we hadn't turned the ball over like they did at the end, just one mistake can kill you. And this is the evidence of it, because it was a one-score difference, 21-17. It was an interesting game. There was a share of penalties, and we had some more turnovers here in the second half than we saw in the first.
We had a run of penalties for a while.
Yeah, we had a share in the first half too. But the thing is that. Good teams don't beat themselves. Woodbridge, if you want to get to, again, if this is the third best school out of that South Coast League, I'm impressed by the South Coast League. I haven't seen any of the schools play this season, but because I don't watch as much football on the high school level as much as I used to years ago. But this is, I was impressed with the performance. Pock marks and all, with all the penalties they had. They have a tough defense, and I think one of the things that Woodbridge has too is they don't have a lot of both-way players. That makes for energetic guys with a lot of energy at the end of the game. You're not that worn out, and that's big because a lot of high school
play both ways.
What's that?
Hong played both.
He was on the field the whole time for the offense. He was maybe for about 20% of the offensive plays. He was on there for the defense the whole time, but he got a few carries here tonight. But I think that contributes big. And all good coaches know. All good coaches know that you've got kids with energy still playing, and if they're not on the field the whole time, a lot of your players, if you got a lot of guys who are just going one way for the most part, that makes for energetic guys, and you still got some calories in the tank at the end of the game. So that could be a difference.
Both teams.
But it was a good job by both teams.
Very good teams.
It was one of those games where Valley had their chances, and they could have come out differently, but there's a couple mistakes there killed them. And Coach Moore, if you're a coaching staff, you're not into moral victories, you want real victories, but they're cheering on their team because tonight was Parents' Night and Senior Night, and also it was a performance. The fighting, they went down swinging. The first half was not exactly what went their way, but the second half they had their moments. But those penalties killed the turnover killed them late, and that big play, which was a big difference because, like I said earlier, Woodbridge was struggling offensively really the whole second half, and that one big play was the difference between victory and loss here tonight. What more can you say? Well, we want to thank everybody here for joining us here tonight on Channel 31 SAUSD TV. We saw a real exciting ball game for the ages here tonight. Knox has been one of the most fun games I've ever done with you. No doubt about it. This was a good time here tonight. Unfortunately, Valley, two good hard-fought teams really evenly battled, and these Woodbridge Warriors, they might be a third-place school of that South Coast League, but I wouldn't be surprised to make some more noise in the playoffs. I would not say that they're done yet. You could see, I don't know who they're going to draw in this next round, this quarterfinal round, but whoever they are, better watch out. This is a good team to be contending with, third-place school or not. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for joining us on Channel 31. My name is Peter Pigskin Hebda, along with the good crew, and of course our man Knox the Professor Wasley. Thanks everybody for joining us. And and I know Segerson is still alive in the playoff. Was playing tonight. If they win here tonight in their playoff game, we may be out for their second round game. We'll see if we have a chance to be able to tape that. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Good night. Good.